What's up YouTube Prodigy Portillo here, and welcome to my series of vlogs from a not so basic 24-year-old hair artist. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a review video. That's right. We are reviewing the new Pravana Blonding Wand. The Pravana Wanding Blonde. The Wanding Blonde. The Blonding Wand, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to check out my personal review, keep watching. Let's go. Before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that these are my opinions. These are not facts. These are just the way that I feel about the product. I am being as honest with you guys as I can be. And that's why it took me so long to actually do a review on this tool, on the product, on the kit. I purchased it the day it was actually released, and it's taken me about 3 weeks to play around with it. And now that I am at the moment, this is 100% the way that I feel about the product. I believe that I am ready to share my feelings with you. The Blonding Wand is something that it's revolutionizing the hair industry at the moment. Pravana was kind enough to release a few teasers on their Instagram and their Snapchat. In the words of Bretman Rock, I was shook. I said, I was shook. If you guys know me personally, you know that my clientele, the guests that sit in my chair, most of them are Latinas with hair past their shoulders, down to their waist, all a level 2 or level 3, and they all want to be blonde. Not just blonde, but ice white Elsa. Let it go, blonde. And it has been such a struggle for me to get them to that. It's something that is almost impossible to do in one visit. So I have gradually, little by little, lifted them more and more and more. So I said, yo, if I can cut my time in half with this, I will be excited. I will be in shock. I would be... I'll be just happy that I can get more than 2 balayages in a day. So the Pravana Blonding Wand was released the last week of September, and like I said, I purchased it the day it came out. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little with the price. It is retailing for about $80, depending where you live in the US, or even if it's, I don't know if it's available outside of the US yet, but if it is, it might be different price range for everybody. But then I found out that it was actually a kit, so I said, okay, you know what? I'm getting my money's worth. It comes with the Blonding Wand. It came with 6 cream lighteners that I was excited because they are brand new, and it also came with a instruction manual, a how-to packet, and a DVD showing you some techniques that they have used. So I'm going to actually have some notes on my phone because I want to ensure that I hit every single topic. So the Blonding Wand, it looks very similar to a flat iron. However, it is not. You can see I am fully closing it, and you can still see that gap. Yep, you can see my nose, you can see my pearly white smile, and so because of that, you can see that it actually does not close. So what that means is that the Blonding Wand will hover over the foil, creating heat, making the lightening process a lot faster. Now, this is not something new. I've been working behind the chair for about 3 years, but I've been going to salons since I was a little kid, and I've seen, you know, stylists put foils in people's hair and throw them underneath the dryer. Why? Because heat makes lightener work faster. That's why you put highlights in foils, because that contains the heat. However, the way that Pravana did it is honestly a very innovative way. Very cool. It also comes with a built-in ventilation system, so you know it'll protect the hair in the foil. Moving on to the cream lightener, it's something that Pravana released with the kit as well. They have a cream lightener, which I was honestly very excited about. It's coconut oil infused, so by it having that coconut oil, it's allowing the hair to be fully nourished, so that when you apply that heat to the foil, it's actually protecting the hair. And they also said that you can lift up to 7 levels in 10 seconds. That to me is what really got my attention. When they said 10 seconds, 7 levels, I said, soup! I said, oh! I said one more time, 7 levels in 10 seconds. I said, whoop! Jesus, take the wheel, take the wheel, take the wheel. I was so beyond excited. So I use the blonding wand on about 4 or 5 of my guests. I am gonna give you my honest opinion, the way that I am feeling about this product, because I believe it's important. A lot of people have asked me, you know, a lot of coworkers, a lot of friends, they've seen on my Snapchat. Now, before I say anything, does this tool work? Yes, it will lift hair. However, I have experienced more cons with the overall system of what this is supposed to be than pros. I had a different expectation of what this was going to be. Am I disappointed? No. I don't know. I'm getting mixed feelings about this. So let's get right into it. Now, one of the things that they speak about in their brochure about application is the fact that they do not want you to be folding the foils the traditional way. They want them to be the long way. Obviously, you're going to be using the blonding wand to hover over the foil, so it makes sense that if you fold them, you're stacking the hair, and obviously it will not work. Unfortunately, because my guests, most of them have long hair, it really was very time consuming for me, especially the fact that they are Latinas. They have very, 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 very thick hair, so it was very difficult. And I actually I was watching the clock as I was doing all of this with all of my guests, and my application time almost doubled because I was making sure that every foil was to the standard of what Pravana asked for. So that right there, I had to give it a thumbs down. Like I said, I worked on about 4 or 5 of my guests with this, and I had the same experience with all of them. To me, it just, my time was, I ended up spending more time doing this than what I thought I would. So that's why I have to give it a thumbs down on that. Now, the second thing with the lightener. Now, I am actually in love with the lightener itself. The moment I squeezed the cream lightener out of the tube and mixed it with 40 volume developer, because my girls all have level 3 or 2 hair, I noticed that it was almost odorless, which to me is amazing. At first, I was a little kind of like confused with the cream lightener, because when I started mixing it, it was very, very, very liquidy, almost like the Chroma Silk color itself. However, as time went on, I noticed that it did start thickening up a bit, and I absolutely loved it. It was very, very, very easy to apply, and it wasn't clumpy. It was honestly the perfect consistency. When it came to using the blonding wand on the foil after applying the lightener, there was one thing that I noticed that really just threw me for a surprise, and that is that obviously because you are applying heat to the foil, the lightener started to almost liquefy. Pravana does recommend that you fold the bottom of the foil, which makes sense if the lightener itself is going to liquefy. And I honestly, when I opened up the foil to see, I saw the oil just dripping down. And it also makes sense that they don't want you to bring it up, obviously, because if you're holding it like this and that oil's hit someone's scalp. Ooh! The other thing that threw me for a complete like curveball is that I noticed a smell from the lightener after applying heat, and the smell that I got was almost when you have an actual flat iron and it is so full of hairspray and product on it, and you pass it through the hair, you almost get that smell of like burnt hair, or almost like oil, like something's burning. That is the smell that I got from the lightener once I was applying. I was, hovering the wand over it. Now, at first I was like, wait, this can't be, this can't be right. So then I go over other ones and the same thing, and as I went with my next guest and the next guest and the next guest, the same thing happened. So that to me was a turnoff just because the smell itself wasn't pleasant, and because of that I had to give it a thumbs down too. Now when it comes to rinsing the product, this is something that really threw me off completely, and I immediately was turned off by it, but I said don't jump into conclusions, let's see what it is. And I know that Lizette and Alana, I believe her name was, they did a live broadcast on Facebook on Salon Centric, and actually someone asked this question that they said when rinsing out the hair, they noticed that there's almost like an oil coating on the hair, and she addressed it. You know, she said just wash it with Evo shampoo and you'll be good. Now I washed it once, washed it twice, washed it a third time, and I still felt that there was a coating on the hair. I experienced this with my first guest. I did notice that they already had like a lot of buildup on their hair, so I thought, okay, you know, it could possibly be something that they did themselves at home. So it actually happened to all of my guests, and that to me, that's when I was like, I'm not happy with this product. You know, it was very, very frustrating. So I tried different shampoos, same thing. I found myself, it almost like when I would go to shampoo their hair, even if you use a sulfate-free shampoo, you'll still get a little bit of suds that come out from the shampoo. But this, absolutely, there was nothing. It almost felt like I was just rinsing the hair out, and I was going and going and going and going. I almost felt like I was back in the day. I was at home like washing the shirt by hand and like scrubbing and scrubbing, and nothing would happen. So I said, on my next guest, I'm actually going to use a clarifying shampoo, which I do not, you know, don't use clarifying shampoo after you just highlighted someone. But I ended up using the Nevo clarifying shampoo, and bam, the problem was solved for me. So because of that, I also have to give it a thumbs down. Overall, after working on all of my guests, I noticed that my time was not shortened. I actually went over my timing with every single guest that I have. And that to me, to every stylist, is very crucial, because time is money. But not just that, if you have someone after, you know, it's always our worst nightmare to run behind. And I ran behind with every single one of my guests because of the whole process of what it was to use the product. The trying to perfect the foils. Actually, that was another thing. After I went and I had to go over the foils with the blonding wand, I felt that if I didn't have assistance, it almost made it impossible for me to even go through their whole head. Because, like I said, my guests have hair that comes down to here, right here, and it was very, very, very difficult. I did use the long foils, but even with that, I just felt that my time was, I felt it honestly threw my timing off completely. I wasn't very happy with the smell that it created after using the blonding wand, and I also wasn't very happy with the experience I had at the shampoo bowl. That's just my honest opinion. Would I continue to use this tool? Yes, but I have to make this very clear. I don't think that it's a tool that works for me as a stylist because of the type of guests that sit in my chair. Now, this may work for other stylists who have, you know, just a few foils in someone's hair, short hair, boom, 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 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, perfect, go. But for my type of guest, I felt that unfortunately this product didn't help me. There's always room for improvement, there's room for growth, and you know what? Maybe using it on these 5 guests wasn't the right choice. Maybe I should try to use it on a different type of guest. Maybe someone with short hair. Who knows? This is why I love being a hair artist, because it's all about growing and it's all about learning from your experiences. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to really know what your thoughts are about this new tool, the new products that Pravana released. Let me know in, oh, I completely spat. Let me know in the description box below in the comment section, because I really would love to connect with you and really see what your thoughts are on this product. And I just want to make one thing very, very, very clear, that this does not change the way that I feel about Pravana when it comes with their other products. I worked at a Pravana salon for almost 3 years. I've worked with Pravana since I was at beauty school. I love their Chroma Silk line, their styling products, their shampoos, their Vivids. I absolutely love all of their products. However, this kit for me, unfortunately, just it wasn't for me. And that is my honest opinion. Like I said, these are opinions, these are not facts. I do not think that Pravana is a bad company. I absolutely love Pravana. I've worked with amazing Pravana educators, and I just felt that it was very important for me to just voice my own opinion, because there may be other people that are experiencing the same issues, and you know, it could just be addressed. Thank you so much for being with me here today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Let me know, guys, in the comment section box below what your thoughts are about this product, the tool. I would really, really love to know. Have you had a positive experience with it? Are you still a little undecided, or have you had a negative experience? Leave it in the section box below. I upload videos every Wednesday. If you don't follow me on Facebook, Snapchat, or Instagram, I will also be attaching that in the bottom section. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. My name is Prodigy Portillo, and I approve this message. See you guys next time. Bye!